Good morning. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty and staff, proud parents and families, honored guests, and most importantly, the class of 2026, welcome to Salpointe Catholic High School's 75th graduation celebration. My name is Artemis Martin, and I have had the privilege and honor of serving as your principal throughout your entire four-year journey at Salpointe. This graduation is especially meaningful to me because you are the first class that I have walked beside from beginning to end as your principal here at Salpointe Catholic. Today, we gather to celebrate more than diplomas and accomplishments. We celebrate growth, memories, resilience, friendships, faith, and the people who have helped shape you into the young men and women who are sitting before us today. At the same time, graduation is bittersweet. Not all of our loved ones are able to be with us physically today. Let us pause for a moment to remember and honor those who are with us in spirit. Family members, friends, mentors, coaches, and members of our Lancer community who continue to watch over us with love. Graduates, your years at Salpointe have been filled with unforgettable moments. You walked onto our campus as freshmen, nervous about finding your classrooms, carrying backpacks that were too heavy, wondering where you would fit in and where you belonged. And now look at you. Today you will walk across this stage with confidence, strength, wisdom, and memories that will last a lifetime. You experienced incredible school spirit at assemblies. You've celebrated victories together, danced at homecoming and prom, and you've experienced sunrise and sunset. You laughed and cried, studied and struggled, but through it all, you stood tall and made every single moment count. You connected with God during our Kairos retreats. You performed in choir concerts and theater productions. You learned in the classroom, the culinary kitchen, on the field, on stage, and in service to others. You even survived the school day without your cell phone. This class also experienced extraordinary athletic success. This year alone, Our Lady Lancers captured 5 state championships. Yes. Dominating Arizona in volleyball, soccer, flag football, tennis, and just this past week, softball. Incredible. What an example of teamwork and excellence. But beyond the banners and the championships, what I will remember most about you all is the way that you loved and supported each other. The people sitting around you today, those are the people that made your journey so special. They are the ones that you will remember years from now. The friendships, the laughter, the struggles, the celebrations, the moments in the hallway, at lunch, classrooms and on retreats, and in the parking lot after games. Those are the memories that become part of who you are forever. To our faculty and staff, thank you for making this ride an incredible one. Thank you for believing in our Lancers, for challenging them, supporting them, and loving them through every season of these past 4 years. And to our parents and families, thank you for trusting us with your children. Thank you for choosing Salpointe, not just for the past 4 years, but for the foundation that it will provide for the rest of their lives. Graduates, I want you to truly take in this moment. Listen carefully to the speeches, hear every name called. Look around this convention center, because today you are going to feel joy and pride of everyone that is surrounding you with love. You are beginning this ceremony as Lancer students, but by the end of this ceremony, you will be Lancer alumni. Congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you for allowing me the honor of walking this journey with you. I'm incredibly proud of each and every one of you. And now, it is my privilege to introduce a young man who has led this community with integrity, kindness, humility, and pride, all with a music track to fit the moment. Your student body president, Anthony Llewellyn.
Good morning and welcome. Please stand for the pledge and prayer if you are able to. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now please stay standing for the prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Gracious God, we thank you on this beautiful day for the gift of life, family, and friends. We pray that the class of 2026 faces the future with a strong love for you, committed to improving our world. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Our Lady of Mount Carmel, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Now please help me in welcoming Miss Jennifer Harris, President of Salpointe Catholic High School.
Thank you, Anthony, for giving the invocation and leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance today. Salpointe is grateful for your leadership as student body president. You've been energetic, creative, and committed to your leadership. And as Mrs. Martin alluded to, the music on campus has never been better. We are going to miss you. Congratulations, and I wish you every success at ASU. Again, welcome to Salpointe's commencement ceremony. I'm Jennifer Harris, Salpointe's president, and it is truly a delight to be here with you this morning. Thank you for joining us today as we celebrate this milestone moment for the class of 2026. It takes a lot of dedicated people to create the Salpointe Catholic High School experience, to guide and educate the young men and women we celebrate today, to make sure that every day is infused with our Carmelite values of prayer, community, and service. I'm pleased to introduce Salpointe's leadership. Please stand when your name is called and remain standing until all names have been said. Audience members, please hold your applause till the end. From our school board of directors, Dr. Denise Crunkleton, Mr. Robert Huber, Mrs. Kimmy Romo-Burgle, class of 1999, Dr. Laura Scaramella, class of 1984, Mr. Patrick Sneesick, class of 1982, and Mr. Thomas Toole, class of 1990. Also participating in today's ceremony is Salpointe's chaplain, Father Roberto Reyes Castillo, Order of the Carmelites of the Most Pure Heart of Mary, Mr. Stephen Perry, class of 1985, who is our Humanities Department Chairman, Mrs. Kelly Fleming Pelletier, class of 1988, President of the Salpointe Alumni Council, Ms. Carolyn Jones, AP for Academics, Ms. Leslie Salsby, AP for Student Services, Dr. Leslie Salsby, I'm in a routine, Mr. Carlos Solorzano, Faculty Speaker, Ms. Elena Malovich, Ms. Mary Wood, and Ms. Gabriela Costa, faculty and staff members whose children are graduating today. I also want to extend Salpointe's exceptional thanks to the leader of the schools of the Diocese of Tucson, including Salpointe. And it is just a pleasure to have Angelina Schmidt here with us. She is the superintendent of schools. Thank you. I'm grateful for the work, wisdom, and support of all of these leaders and our students. And I'm grateful for what they're doing every day on our campus. I'd like to have our directors stand as well. These are the folks who are leading our campus in all of the ways that provide athletics, arts, education, and opportunities for our students. Thank you. Graduates, life as a Salpointe student was filled with new experiences and opportunities for growth. Take a moment and appreciate the journey you've been on. You've worked hard and built a foundation that puts everything you want in life within your reach. You've seen these words around campus, but you may not have known how they guided your experience every day. You are believers, and whether you truly understand it now or not, your faith will sustain you through life's ups and downs. You spent 4 years as students of Catholic theology, attended monthly all-school masses, where the spirit of our community can be felt so strongly, just like it was this morning when you sang Flower of Carmel in Mass. You've gone to Kairos and explored your relationship with God, and spent your days on campus with values of prayer, community, and service. You may not have always recognized the Salpointe spirit, but it was flowing through you. You're lifelong learners, and if there's one constant in life, it's learning to be and do better. You're curious, you ask questions, you challenge yourselves, you try to understand other points of view. You're open to new ideas and experiences. You're creative, you know how to discuss complicated questions with thoughtfulness and fairness, and you're prepared to succeed in college and adulthood. You're responsible and well-rounded, and you understand that you are the architect of your life. You're accountable for your decisions, and you celebrate your hard-earned victories. You strive to be resilient when things get hard. You energize the community through engagement in leadership, activities, athletics, and service. You're involved global citizens. You model Salpointe values, apply what you've learned to solve problems and be better humans. You advocate for justice, promote unity, strive to treat all people with dignity, and work to protect our common home. Margaret Mead, a pioneering cultural anthropologist, once said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has." Lancers, you are the single grain of rice that tips the scale toward justice. Family and friends, as you can see in your program, these scholars have been accepted to almost 200 colleges and universities across America and around the world. In addition to Arizona's fantastic universities, our class was accepted to Columbia, Notre Dame, USC, Boston College, the United States Air Force, Naval, and Coast Guard academies, Northwestern, UCLA, and New York University, just to name a few. The members of this class were offered $17 million in academic merit scholarships. Most importantly, I believe in my heart today, we launch 320 young men and women into the world who will be inspiring teachers, successful business people, caring nurses, talented artists, hard workers, engaged citizens, loving parents, and so much more than they or we can imagine right now. Today is a day we can all be proud of in raising, educating, and caring for the class of 2026. We just made this world a better place. Congratulations to the class of 2026 and your families. Enjoy that big world out there, but don't be a stranger. Salpointe will always be your home. Once a Lancer, always a Lancer. And now, I'd like to welcome our principal, Mrs. Martin, who will introduce our student speakers. Thank you.
Salpointe graduation speakers are selected from among graduating senior class by a committee of faculty, staff, and peers. These students are chosen not only for their accomplishments, but for their ability to lead, inspire, and represent the heart of the class of 2026. It is my honor to introduce our first speaker, a young woman who has truly embraced every aspect of the Salpointe experience. At Salpointe, she has served as a Kairos leader, a vice president of the National Honor Society, been a dedicated Lancer leader for the past 2 years, was crowned this year's homecoming queen, and is a proud member of our state championship softball team. Please join me in welcoming Liana Tang.
Hi, everyone. When I first heard about Salpointe, I was skeptical. From high school reunions taking place over 50 years after graduation to talk of legendary bistro cookies, I was completely stunned by the love that Salpointe alumni have for this place. And it's surreal to say, but today, we become alumni. Even though we may never return for reunions or assemblies, a part of us will always remain rooted here. But today, we leave. It's a strange sense of deja vu that we are met with. Stepping onto campus 4 years ago, we were filled with a monsoon of emotions, but one united us all: hope. The same hope encourages us to look forward into the vast garden of opportunity that is now our future. But before we blossom, we must return to our roots. When I think about the class of 2026, I'm brought back to a conversation with my friend Naya. We were not talking about our athletic conquest or even our academic achievement. Instead, we were talking about how our class is composed of many, many attractive people. We are an extraordinarily good-looking class of 2026. But beneath the humor, one truth is revealed. We're extraordinary at what we do. For those of you who don't know me, I like math. So instead of your last memory of high school math being a grade-breaking final, let me leave you with some extraordinary numbers. First off, 17% of our class graduated with a GPA above a 4.0. And on top of that, our class is comprised of 174 athletes, and together we have won 21 state championships. Hundreds of us participate in clubs, arts, and service, making our class one of the most involved in Salpointe history. And of course, it would be wrong to talk about our artistic achievement without recognizing Salpointe's very own Jimmy Award and Broadway star, Samia Posadas. But by far, nothing has been as extraordinary as Kairos. I look out and I see 56 leaders and over 300 members of our Kairos community. But the best parts of Kairos are the ones that exist not in numbers, but in our memories. In just 4 days, we met some of our best friends, destroyed our worst habits, and gained a deeper understanding of our spirituality. These numbers aren't just for show. They're reminders to each and every one of us that we are extraordinary. Our class is not just extraordinary in what we do, we are extraordinary in what we have overcome. The beginning of our school year was shadowed by the very deep losses of our very own Deacon Scott Pickett, Mr. Jim Flannery, and a beloved women's soccer coach, Kelly Pierce. But despite the grief, we chose to march forward and continue the legacies of those we have lost. We continue Deacon Pickett's legacy through our unwavering spirituality. We continue Mr. Flannery's legacy through our servant leadership. And this year, we cemented Coach Kelly's legacy not only by winning a state championship in her honor, but also by reminding ourselves every day to stay present for the people around us. In the future, we will face moments where we feel insignificant, question our worth, and feel utterly ordinary. But when this happens, look back. Remember who you were here and remember what you accomplished. So, in those times where you feel too ordinary, return to your roots. And today, we are asked to face the rest of our lives. But simultaneously, thinking about the future is overwhelming. From learning how to pay bills to decorating our dorm rooms, the future often feels like a mental checklist that drags behind us for miles. Yet, when we begin to feel overwhelmed by the obstacles that life places in front of us, we must remember that we've all overcome a challenge much more formidable: the Glen parking lot at 2:35 p.m. I know personally, every time I exit Glen, I have to formulate a mental checklist in my head that is even longer than the one for my future. It goes like this: don't hit a curb, don't cut people off, and never, ever, ever get into a car accident at school. But despite all the precautions we take, we still hit curbs, need to repark, and inadvertently cut off people. But even if we go the wrong way, get honked at, hit a curb, or a teacher's car, Amelia, we pause, we gather ourselves, and we continue driving. We continue driving. We drive because our families and our friends are still waiting for us. We drive because the other cars don't stop even when we need them to. We drive because we have no choice but to. The world will never stop for us, even when we feel overwhelmed. We can't just envision our future, we must move towards it. And the best way to move forward is to remember how far you've already come. So when you feel overwhelmed, return to your roots. And when I say return to your roots, I'm not just talking about our time here at Salpointe. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I love you guys. Our roots begin with the people who made this moment possible. I look into the crowd and I see proud parents, grandparents, siblings, cousins, aunts, and uncles. I see teachers, mentors, and friends. I want to give everyone 10 seconds to look up into the audience. Find the people who are here supporting you and just give them a little wave. From our first words to our graduation today, the people surrounding us have been here every step of the way. And deep in our hearts, we know that wherever we are going, the initial excitement will fade and the homesickness will set in. But in those times of homesickness and uncertainty, it is of the utmost importance that we remember this truth. The people who have shaped us will always be here. We just need to be willing to reach out when we need to. So when you get homesick, return to your roots. I want to wrap up with a lyric from one of my favorite artists, Noah Kahn. He says, "Give yourself a reason." When we look back, we realize that every single one of us has a reason that brings us here for a fancy diploma cover. Maybe it's because you're the first person in your family to graduate. Maybe it's because you're setting an example to your younger sibling to show them, hey, you can achieve anything you put your mind to. And maybe it's to make the younger version of you proud. But whatever your reason was, it brought you across the stage. And even more so, it shaped you into the person who you are today. But now, we must give ourselves a new reason. This reason will serve as our vocation, our purpose, and our meaning. It will inspire us to continue growing in our faith, in our curiosity, in our love for ourselves, each other, and our Lancer community. And I say must, because without reasons, we are simply defined by who we are rather than who we aspire to be. So in moments of uncertainty and hopelessness, it will be our reasons that inspire us to continue moving forward. And to find our reasons, we don't have to look far. We simply need to look back. Look back at what brought you here. Look back at the people who supported you and love you unconditionally. Look back at the moments that instilled you with confidence and the ones that challenged you to become a better person. We must look back because when we understand where we came from, we begin to understand where we are meant to go. So when you need a reason, return to your roots. Return to your roots and trust that they will lead you home. Class of 2026, thank you for being home. Congratulations, Lancers.
Liana, for those heartfelt and inspiring words. That was absolutely beautiful. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce another outstanding Lady Lancer whose leadership, service, and school spirit have left a lasting mark on our Salpointe community. Throughout her time here at Salpointe, she has been a dedicated member of the National Honor Society, a 3-year varsity cheerleader, and a Lancer leader. Her commitment to faith and servant leadership is evident through her involvement as a Kairos leader for 307, where she also served as a rector. In addition, she was inducted as a thespian during her freshman year and participated in many theater productions as an underclassman, bringing both talent and passion to our performing arts community. She represents the spirit of Salpointe through her leadership, enthusiasm, dedication, and genuine care for others. Please join me in welcoming Presley Frank.
Liana took us back to our roots, to the people and moments that made us who we are. She walked us home, and she was right to do so. You cannot know where you are going until you understand where you have been. And even now, in our uncertainty, we are not without grounding. Our roots matter. The people who believed in us before we believed in ourselves are woven into this moment. This stage, this milestone, and this version of who we are were built slowly over the years by the people who showed up for us in ways we did not always fully recognize. Whether that is a parent you hope to make proud, a friend who always stood by you, or someone you have lost and carry with you still, they are a part of this moment. But our roots were never meant to hold us in place. They are the foundation from which we grow. Now, it is time to look forward. Most of us encountered the word kairos at some time during our time here at Salpointe. In ancient Greek, it means the opportune moment, God's time, the right time. It is not time measured on a clock, but a moment filled with purpose, one that has the power to change the course of a life. The moments that truly define us are rarely the ones we planned for. They are the ones we are present enough to recognize and courageous enough to step into. Today is one of those moments. Right now, we are standing in the middle of a transition, not only between high school and whatever may come next, but between who we have been and who we are becoming. What gives this moment meaning, beyond the ceremony and the caps and gowns, is that we have a choice in how we meet it. No matter where you are going next, whether across the country or close to home, into college, the military, a trade, a gap year, or something not yet defined, we are all stepping into something new. With that comes excitement, but also uncertainty. There is real fear in not yet knowing where we belong, fear of walking into places where no one knows our name, fear in wondering whether the people who feel like home right now will still feel like home a year from now. Often, the hardest part is simply admitting that this fear exists at all. We are expected to feel ready. We are expected to feel excited, and we do, but we are also human. To be uncertain, to be afraid, and to step forward anyway, that is what it means to be alive. Before moments both significant and seemingly ordinary in my life, my dad would always look at me and say 2 words: be great. He said it not because every moment was extraordinary. He said it because he understood something I am only now beginning to grasp. The way we show up in the everyday moments is exactly how we show up in the defining ones. Greatness is not waiting for a moment worthy of it. It is simply who we are and who we are choosing to become, one choice at a time. Salpointe did not form us for small lives. We were formed for something greater, for lives that extend beyond ourselves, that serve others, and that leave people better than we found them. A meaningful life is not defined by what we achieve, but by who we choose to be again and again, even in the moments that do not demand greatness. The world we are stepping into will not offer clear direction. It will present uncertainty and ask what we will do with it. Moments of opportunity will find us in lecture halls, in new cities, on ordinary days, and in moments of doubt, when we are standing somewhere unfamiliar, unsure of our next step. Each time we will face the same decision, to step forward with intention or to let the moment pass. Nobody expects us to have everything figured out. I certainly do not. But I know we are capable of meeting those moments with purpose, humble enough to keep learning, honest enough to keep growing, and brave enough to keep choosing the meaningful path over the easy one. The opportune moment is now. It is not when everything feels certain or when the fear disappears. It is now in the presence of both. It is not when we finally feel ready, because that day has a way of never quite arriving. It is now, in the middle of it all, between pride and grief, between fear and hope. Somewhere ahead there will be a moment when everything begins to make sense, when the uncertainty, the formation, and the growth come together in a way we could not have it planned for, perhaps would not have chosen, and now cannot imagine living without. We will not see it coming. We will only understand once we are living it. I cannot tell you definitively where any of us will end up. What I can tell you is that I have witnessed this class show up in all the ways that matter. We have grieved the loss of people and continued forward nonetheless. We have sat across from strangers on retreat and left as family. We have shown up for one another in the unseen moments, the difficult ones, and all the ones in between. I have never once doubted what we are capable of, not because of our achievements, but because of our hearts. If my dad were standing up here, he'd know exactly what to say, so I'll say it for him. Be great, class of 2026. Thank you.
Presley, thank you so much for the heart and the time that you put into inspiring your classmates today. Thank you. Now it gives me great pleasure to introduce Father Roberto Reyes Castillo, chaplain of Salpointe Catholic High School. Father Roberto is a role model and inspiration for the Carmelite charism that we embrace here at Salpointe. We walk in the footsteps of Jesus Christ. We care for God's creation. We honor the dignity of the human person that is a true gift from God. We honor the values of prayer, community, and service. Salpointe is very, very proud and blessed to be a Carmelite school. Please welcome Father Roberto as he presents the Carmelite medals.
The Carmelite medal identifies one male and one female student from the senior class who best exemplifies the true meaning of a Salpointe Catholic education. These honor students have consistently demonstrated the Carmelite charism of prayer, community, and service. They stand above all in their balanced and value-centered accomplishments and contributions. Our female winner is graceful, compassionate, humble, and deeply committed to serving others. This student has quietly become one of the most respected leaders in the Salpointe Catholic High School community. She balances academic excellence alongside meaningful involvement in student council, care for creation, Salpointe ambassador leaders, and numerous service opportunities. She leads through action rather than attention, consistently showing kindness, inclusion, faith, and integrity in the way she treats every person she encounters. Her teachers and peers describe her as someone who makes others feel welcomed, valued, and supported. Whether advocating for the environment, participating in Kairos, or simply offering encouragement to classmates. She exemplifies servant leadership and moral character. She is admired not only for what she accomplishes, but for the humility and sincerity with which she carries herself each day. The Salpointe Catholic community is proud to honor our female Carmelite medal winner, Nicolette Padilla. Our male winner is intelligent, humble, creative, and deeply compassionate. This student has quietly distinguished himself as one of the finest role models in the Salpointe Catholic High School community. With an exceptional GPA and a schedule filled with rigorous courses, he approaches learning not simply as a requirement, but as a true passion. Teachers describe him as intellectually curious, thoughtful, and eager to challenge ideas in meaningful ways. Whether reading a book between classes, leading thoughtful discussions, mentoring younger teammates, or founding a new club, he consistently inspires those around him through his creativity, dedication, and authenticity. What truly sets him apart, however, is the way he treats others. He's known for his kindness, humility, integrity, and quiet leadership. He lifts others up, listens respectfully, serves his community faithfully, and approaches every opportunity with gratitude and compassion. He is a young man of extraordinary character, whose gentle spirit leaves a lasting impact on everyone fortunate enough to know him. The Salpointe Catholic community is proud to honor our male Carmelite medal winner, Ezekiel Zeke Johnson Anaya.
Thank you very much, Father Roberto. Each year, the senior class chooses a speaker that they would like to hear from at their graduation. And this year, it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Carlos Solorzano from the Theology Department to give us some words of wisdom and celebrate the class of 2026. Mr. Solorzano.
We're close enough to noon, so I'll say good afternoon, everyone. So to the class of 2026, thank you for what is the greatest honor of my teaching career. It's not just because I was voted to be faculty speaker at a graduation ceremony at Salpointe Catholic High School, but because I was voted to be faculty speaker for the class of 2026. We had an amazing year together, and I hope you know how much I love you all. From our time in theology classes, to Kairos 308, to being the speaker at the commissioning mass for Kairos 310, heart-racing sporting events, spectacular fine arts productions, lively pep rallies, and of course, graduation. Now, while some of you asked for shout-outs during my talk, I have decided to give you a more general perception of what I see in all of you. Every class has a personality, and here are some things I noticed about all of you. First, I want to speak of the joy you brought to my life every single day. There was never a time that one of you did not walk into class with a smile on your face or greet me in the hallway with that same smile. Many of you would also thank me at the end of each class. Your kindness was always a gift. Thank you for being the biggest part of what makes a good day for me at Salpointe. Also, thank you for doing the same thing for your other teachers as well as your peers. I have always admired the honesty of the class of 2026. From your answers and observations during our class discussions, the courage it took for some of you to challenge conventional thinking, as well as those moments of debate when some of you shared your commitment to something that I didn't quite agree with. What do I mean by that? I still think Kobe's better than LeBron. Most importantly, I think of those private conversations that I had with many of you while you were going through difficult times. I was always moved by the fact that even in such difficult moments, all of you saw more than yourselves. Yes, you all shared your struggles, but you never ignored your own contributions to these situations, which these days is a rarity. Thank you for being brave enough to admit those things and for trusting me during those challenging times. So add these qualities to the hard work ethic that many of you displayed during your time here at Salpointe, and it makes me think of one very important word as we watch you all go out into the world: hope. Why did I choose the word hope? Because every one of you is going to make the world a better place. Now is my time to share some words of wisdom for you all. Please know, like all teachers, I am a proud thief, as we are masters of stealing from other teachers. On many occasions, Jesus used the words, "Fear not," because in reality, life is always going to be a challenge, but God will never give you something you cannot handle. So I'm going to start with something that you would have heard from me before, that I wish I had learned at your age. Number one, your value does not depend on anyone's approval. You were made in the image and likeness of God, so in the eyes of God, you are good. And please, do not just hear what I say, believe it. Yes, we still live in a broken world. People will hurt you. You will fail and make mistakes that will cause you to feel great shame. But the same God who made you good also knew that you were good enough for him to die on the cross. If you truly believe this, then nothing and no one will break you. You will find that everything in life is a lesson. Number two, you have a voice and have the right to be heard. Your thoughts and feelings matter. You never have to apologize for not being okay, for being hurt, for being afraid, or for feeling the need for reassurance. And in return, you should make sure that others also feel the same way when they are dealing with you. Free speech is not just an American right, but taught by the Catholic Church to be a human right rooted in human dignity. You will confront people that do not want to hear your point of view, but certainly want you to know theirs. There is nothing wrong with asking such people one simple question: is this a conversation or a sermon? Further, since you were taught at Salpointe to be leaders, do not hesitate to defend the same right for others, regardless of their point of view. 3, never hesitate to ask questions. There's nothing wrong with not understanding. Christ spoke in parables, not just to give his followers real-world examples, but also because he wanted them to think. This is why there were moments when he did not resolve what he was teaching. One of the ways we are made in the image and likeness of God is our ability to reason. 4, do not be afraid to try new things. Life is full of different opportunities, and everything you try will teach you more about who you are. At times, you know which direction you should not go, while at other times you will see that you are more than you previously thought. This also includes hearing other points of view. If you're right, You have nothing to fear. And if you're wrong, then exercise your right to change your mind. If doing all this causes you some confusion, good. We all need moments of struggle so we can truly own what we know and what we believe. 5, never let anyone take away your joy. You have a right to be happy, but never forget that the true source of our happiness is from the one who made the human heart. The gospel is called the good news for a reason. We were made to be happy. God gave you your heart, and while that was made to love, that heart is also what fills you with passion for the things you love to do, as well as the causes that mean the most to you. Don't be afraid to do the things that make you feel alive. Don't be afraid to do things for those who need your help. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. Everyone has a mobile device and opinion, so what? You go out there and be the best version of you that you can be. Number 6, never be afraid to love. The God of the universe came to us as one of us to show us not only how much we matter to him, but also how to love each other. He did this to show us that it was possible to love fully in this broken world. He also knew that we are not him, endowed with all that made him the God-man, which is why he gave us the gift of the Holy Spirit. In John 13:34, Jesus says, "Love one another as I have loved you." Jesus loves everyone without hesitation. We are called to do the same. Never regret loving someone. Never hesitate to love someone. Love is simply to will the good of another. And there is nothing wrong, ever, with wanting what is best for another person. To quote 1 John 4:18, "There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear. Let us not only love each other, but let us always find a better way to love each other." Class of 2026, I have seen your openness to others. I have seen the way you care for others. That means I have seen a beautiful light in every one of you, and that is why I am hopeful for the future. Please know that you will always be in my heart and in my prayers. And while I certainly want to give you some sort of pep talk before you go off into the world, I know there will be times when it gets hard, just like it did in high school. And when that happens, and some of you happen to be in town, come home. This is the hard part. Someone will always be here to give you a hug. Once a Lancer, always a Lancer, and we love our Lancers. I love you, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Mr. Solo. I believe that's what the students call you. That was really beautiful. And students, I hope you take that to heart. And if for any reason any of it escaped you this afternoon, please go back and revisit it and listen to his really, really wise words that will take you into the future. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for, it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Stephen Perry. He is the class of 1985. He is the chairman of the Humanities Department, and he is going to present the graduates of the Salpointe Catholic High School class of 2026.
Good afternoon. At this time, I would like to ask the Salpointe leadership to take their places as we prepare for the presentation of diplomas. Good afternoon. On behalf of the Carmelite province of the most pure heart of Mary, the Board of Directors, and the leadership of Salpointe Catholic High School, we proudly bestow graduation honors upon the class of 2026, beginning with our distinguished Salpointe scholars. The Salpointe Scholar Medal is presented to students who have achieved a cumulative weighted GPA of 4.0 or higher at the end of the 7th semester. Evangelina Rose Alvarado, Northwestern University. Ava Michelle Ashley, New York University, Tisch School of Arts. Elizabeth Emerson Barrett, Gonzaga University. Amelia Ava Bartfali, Clarkson University. Emery Jennifer Callahan, University of Miami. Sarah Rose Camp, Pima Community College. Alexandra Noel Carrillo, Northern Arizona University. Krista Lucia Coppell, University of Arizona Honors College. Paul Andrew Deeb, United States Naval Academy. Alma Julissa Dojaques Barreras, University of Arizona Honors College. Callista Grace Favre, University of Arizona Honors College. Laura May Fellinger, Pima Community College. Marcus Thomas Flores, University of Arizona. Reyes David Gardner Figueroa, University of Arizona Honors College. Carolina Nicole Gonzalez, University of Arizona Honors College. Carolina Gonzalez, University of Arizona Honors College. Jordan Pierce Greer, University of Arizona Honors College. Alexis Daniela Hannes, University of Arizona Honors College. She is not attending today. Caitlin Ann Hurley, New Mexico Highlands University. Ezekiel Aaron Johnson Anaya, University of Arizona. Andrew Aboud Kiso, Southern Methodist University. Colt Peebles Kuntz, University of Arizona Honors College. Juliana Andrea Lara, University of Colorado, Boulder. Liliana Bree Lara, University of Colorado, Boulder. Sophia Lauren Ledyard, University of Arizona. Bowden Jace Lewis, University of Arizona Honors College. Maximiliano Alfonso Lopez, University of Arizona Honors College. Cam Alexander Martinez, University of Arizona. Joshua David Meisner, Colorado State University, Pueblo. Nicole Valentina Monje, Colorado State University, Pueblo. Timothy Joseph Molthup, University of Arizona Honors College. Rita Guadalupe Muñozcano, Thomas Aquinas College, California. Chase Dylan Putney, University of Arizona. Camila Ramirez, University of Arizona Honors College. Ivana Salas Almada, University of Arizona Honors College. Juliana Melina Soto, University of Victoria. Paulina Sugic Aguilera, University of Arizona. Ashlyn Taylor Swanson, Texas Christian University. Matilda Jane Thompson, Villanova University, United States Army, ROTC. Grady James Urbanski, University of Arizona. Shay Ram Vinayak, California State University, San Luis Obispo. Joseph Patrick Wagovich, University of Arizona, Honors College. Thomas Iser Walsh, University of Arizona, Honors College. Jack William Watson, Villanova University. Brant Ryder Williamson, Arizona State University, Honors College. Michelle Maria Yap, Columbia University. Rowdy Dean Yates, Texas Christian University. Claire Ellis Zeiler, Boston University. Monet Isabel Zuniga, University of Arizona. The following have fulfilled the requirements for graduation and are presented for graduation honors. Ohanes Roma Abramian, Trinity University. Sierra Sloan Aguilar, University of Arizona. Layla Lisette Aguilar, University of Arizona. Alyssa Catherine Allen, University of Arizona. Ivy Jane Allen, Belmont University. Victoria Alonso, Pima Community College. Race Ryan Alvarez, Pima Community College. Carlos Guillermo Amezquita Jr., entering the workforce. Rivalo Cruz Anaya, Grand Canyon University. Analicia Lene Antone, University of Arizona. Fernando Antonio Araiza Jr., Pima Community College. Elisha Angelina Arandules, Pima Community College. Ethan Henry Ariano, Arizona State University. Benjamin Thurston Aronson, Creighton University. Jacob Rogelio Badia, University of Arizona. Serafina Vinrosa Bondaru, University of Arizona. Noah Philip Michael Bonnier, Black Hills State University. Ellie Francis Biter, Arizona State University. Caroline Satanique Benin, University of Arizona, Honors College. Krubel Medanhe Burhe, University of Arizona. Gabriel Christian Bernal Rios, University of Arizona. Van Michael Burchak, Ottawa University, Arizona. Maya Blanco Perez, Pima Community College. Tiffany Bobadilla, University of Arizona. Alexander Lee Bowler, University of Arizona. Ashton Lee Bowler, University of Arizona. Griffin Francis Bostock, Colorado School of Mines. Alina Nicole Bravo, University of Arizona. Calvin Geraldini Bro, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Isaiah Darnell Bright, Southwestern College. Rodolfo Bringas Padilla, Pima Community College. Azul Bianca Bruno Aguilar, University of Arizona. Elizabeth Marie Bruzzoni, University of Arizona. William Norman Bunch, University of Arizona. I'd now like to welcome up Mrs. Kimberly Roman Burgle from Salpointe's Board of Directors.
Brooklyn Irene Burgle, University of San Diego.
Katarina Cake, Pima Community College. Kingston Michael Campas, United States Air Force. Isabel Marie Camp Taylor, Grand Canyon University. Antonio Gianni Carriaga, the Catholic University of America, Tucson. Jonah Daniel Carrillo, University of Arizona. Alanis Isabel Caruana, University of Arizona Honors College. Adri Grace Castro, University of Arizona. Emma Lee Casares, Pima Community College. Romello J. Ron Cleaves, University of Arizona. Wyatt Stephen Coffey, United States Marine Corps. Lydia Marie Colombi, Fort Lewis College. Aelis Cordova Ortiz, University of Arizona, United States Air Force, ROTC. Alessandra Cordova Ortiz, University of Arizona, United States Air Force, ROTC. Andres Joaquin Antonio Coronado, Dominican University. I'd like to welcome up Dr. Gabriela Costa from our counseling department.
Mia Gabriela Guadalupe Costa, Arizona State University.
Cameron Davis Crowley, University of Arizona. Camila De Sima, University of Arizona. Daniel Cortez de Grud, Pima Community College. Jalen Elisa Delgado, Pima Community College. Jose Luis Delgado Arias, Pima Community College. Jordan Greer DeMont, University of Arizona. Alon Walter Dion, Colorado State University, Pueblo. Anthony David Diaz, Ottawa University, Arizona. Layla Renee DeGauche, Pima Community College. Julia Nguyen Din, University of Arizona. Mylin Marie Divins, University of Arizona. David Joseph Driscoll, Pima Community College. Diego Abraham Duval, University of Arizona. Ejaz Jad Edgerson, University of Arizona. Isabella Elias Lozano, University of Arizona. Eduardo Nicolai Encinas, University of Arizona. Elias Humberto Eroa, University of Arizona. Kyle Matthew Escamillas, University of Arizona. Luis Antonio Escobedo, United States Navy. Gianni Cash Espinosa, Folsom Lake College. Isabel Teresa Favela, University of Arizona. Liliana Elise Felix, Arizona State University. Joseph Luciano Figueroa, Arizona Christian University. Daniela Fimbres Barcelo, University of Arizona. Amelia Ruth Finley, Duquesne University. Santos Usali, also Flores, Pima Community College. Sabrina Clarissa Gallegos Valenzuela, Grand Canyon University, United States Air Force, ROTC. Jacqueline Garate, University of Arizona. Javier Andres Garcia, University of Arizona. Regina Citlali Garcia, Pima Community College. Trevin Riley Garza, Pima Community College. Joseph Eden Gasman Jr., United States Air Force. Cecilia Gabrielle Gaspers, Creighton University. Austin Riley Golick, Pima Community College. Gage Cash Guile, University of Arizona. Vivian Yang, San Diego State University. Matthew Robert Gonzalez Jr., Pima Community College. Alisa Renee Gonzalez, Pima Community College. Carlos Andre Gonzalez, Pima Community College. Jonathan Jair Gonzalez, Phoenix College. Garrett Ryan Griffin, University of Arizona. Ainsley Giselle Grimm Jimenez, Pima Community College. Armando Velasquez Guerrero, University of Arizona. Mariana Guadalupe Guerrero, University of Arizona. Christopher Radley Gutierrez, Pima Community College. Eduardo Benjamin Guzman, University of Arizona. Thor Jackson Halderson, University of Arizona. Raina Marie Hallquist, University of Arizona. Robert James Hartman, Syracuse University. Jillian Catherine Hartshorn, University of San Diego. Hudson Reed Finnegan Healy, University of Miami, United States Air Force, ROTC. Catalina Herrera Cabrera, University of Arizona. Avery Grace Horkey, University of Glasgow. Elena Renee Hauser, University of Arizona. Cruz Hector Horta, University of Arizona. Kylie Ann Huerta Rojas, University of Arizona. Devin Dupree Hunter, University of Arizona. Isabel Marie Islas, University of Arizona. Macy Jewel Jackson, Texas State University. Simone Michaela Jackson, Gonzaga University. Delphina Maria Jakubicki, University of Arizona Honors College. Teresa Maria Jakubicki, University of Arizona. Manuel Nicolas Aramillo Jr., Pima Community College. Alicia Isabel Jauregui, University of Arizona. Ani Nicole Jimenez, University of Arizona. Diego Antonio Jimenez, University of Arizona Honors College. Naya Nicole Jimenez, Arizona State University. Juliet Grace Johnson, Arizona State University. Kenna Marie Johnson, Gap Year. Maylee Isabel Johnston, Pima Community College. Blake Sarah Lisa Kaczorowski, Northern Arizona University. Carly Dawn Keller, Pima Community College. Jesus Carlo Kendall, University of Arizona. Theron Ranty Karan, University of Wisconsin, River Falls. Taylor Isabel Curtin, University of Arizona. Adriana Keniston, Pima Community College. Max Labastida, Pima Community College. Kyle Richard Larson, Pima Community College. Corbin Gabriel Lepeau, University of Arizona. Natalia Lurling, Pima Community College. Isabella Levas, University of Arizona. Liliana Rose Levas, University of Arizona. Asial Alonso Loera, Pima Community College. Morgan Lee Machula, University of Arizona, United States Air Force, ROTC. William Colton McKenzie, Texas Christian University. Sadie Lynn Maddox, Gap Year. I'd now like to welcome Ms. Elena Tosi-Malovich from the English and Humanities departments.
John J.J. Michael Malovich IV, United States Marine Corps.
Ariana Nicole Martinez, United States Air Force. Renee Nicole Martinez, University of Arizona. Anthony Michael Macero, University of Arizona. Lelia Rose Matrice, University of Tennessee. Tessa Marie McGibbon, West Texas A&M University. Alexandra Grace McNamara, Auburn University. Mallory Catherine McCree, Ohio University. Brian Evan Melton, Western New Mexico University. Natalia Francisca Mendoza, University of Portland. Christian Chen Miles, University of Arizona. Anthony Michael Milo Jr., Trinity University. Caitlin Lee Mobley, Wichita State University Honors College. Natalie Rose Mobley, Colorado State University, Pueblo. Coley Christine Molina, Arizona State University. Emilio Rafael Molina, Southwestern College. Sophia Teresa Monaco, University of Arizona. Alyssa Makea Montano, Benedictine University. Victoria Alicia Montano, Arizona State University. Cameron Celine Moraga, Pima Community College. Cristiano Santiago Morales, Arizona State University. Jose Tadeo Morales Luna Jr., Pima Community College. Danae Oriana Moreno, University of Arizona Honors College. Janice Moreno, Pima Community College. Sabian Aries Moreno, Lake Forest College. Isaac Daniel Moyle, University of Arizona. Caroline Frances Muehlbach, University of Arizona. Arrington Cole Mulick, Reedley College. Ava Lauren Munoz, University of Arizona. Carla Mercedes Murillo, University of Arizona. Sydney Elizabeth Meyer, San Diego State University. Luis Nicholas Narvaez, University of Arizona. Peyton Gordon Needham, Texas Tech University. Christian L. Wynn, University of Arizona. Matthew Min Nguyen, University of Arizona. Lawrence Tyler Nitka, University of Arizona, United States Air Force, ROTC. Isaac Marcel Niangabo, Pima Community College. Tennyson Ann Ochoa, University of Alabama. Aaron De Lima Ortiz, University of Arizona. Valentin Gabriel Ortiz, Bemidji State University. Aaron Daniel Palma, Arizona State University, United States Air Force, ROTC. Andre Wayne Palma, Arizona State University, United States Air Force, ROTC. Mia Jasleen Palomares, Arizona State University. Vianney Paz Pacheco, University of Arizona. David Isaac Petty, Pima Community College. Landon Charles Peterson, University of Arizona. Nasim Carmelo Pedrego, Pima Community College. Camila Maria Peña, University of Arizona. Miabel Quinn Pender, University of Arizona. Ava Juliette Perez, University of Arizona. Santiago Andres Perez, University of Arizona Honors College. Kennedy Elizabeth Phillips, University of Arizona. Mateo Anthony Pichardo, Pima Community College. Brindisi Amari Pickett, Pima Community College. Parker Allen Pierce, University of Arizona. Eric Steele Pina Laux, University of Arizona. Lila Rose Poor, University of Arizona. Samia Renee Posadas, University of Southern California. Benjamin Alexander Pruitt, Pima Community College. Camila Ciclali Quintero Hernandez, Oregon State University Honors College. Colton Thomas Reitzman, Utah Tech University. Jacob William Rawls, Pima Community College. Cesar Alexander Ramirez, University of Arizona. I would like to welcome now Miss Mary Wood from our Spirit Store.
Alexander James Ramos, University of Arizona.
Soli Alexis Ramos, Pima Community College. Sabrina Gabrielle Rascon, University of Arizona. Omar James Rasul, United States Air Force. Yaniveli Victoria Rasura, University of Arizona. Jaime Diego Resendez Torres, University of Arizona. Bodie Michael Reyna, Pace University. Yareli Ines Reza, Northern Arizona University. Sara Victoria Rivero, Texas Christian University. Paul Andres Robles Moreno, Pima Community College. Anita Jane Roddy, Gustavus Adolphus College. Antonella Lorali Rodero Macias, University of Arizona. Adrian Eli Rodriguez, Pima Community College. Emmy Sophia Rodriguez, Arizona State University. James Weston Rodriguez, University of Arizona. Antonio Marco Romero, University of Arizona. Jaden Paulina Rubio, University of Arizona. Monique Lydia Ruiz, Empire Beauty School. Hector Sanchez, University of Arizona. Sean Christopher Sanders, University of Arizona Honors College. Mia Yanesa Santa Maria Espericueta, United States Navy. Riley Jacob Schleicher, University of Arizona. Cassidy Jade Sherfield, Northern Arizona University, United States Air Force, ROTC. Andres Correa Silva, University of Arizona. Savannah Reese Scuta, University of Arizona. Jacob Christopher Smith, University of Arizona. Natalia Solomon, University of Arizona. Haley Elaine Steger, University of Arizona. Brandon Suarez Carrasco, Pima Community College. Leah Jasleen Tejas McCovey, University of Arizona. I'd now like to welcome up Mr. Thomas Toole from Salpointe's Board of Directors.
Catherine Elizabeth Torito, Roll Tide, the University of Alabama.
Joshua Michael Toller, Pima Community College. Luis Pablo Toro, University of Arizona. Aiden Angel Torres, Pima Community College. Ava Danae Torres, Benedictine University. Edgar Ivan Torres, Arizona State University. Zaith Torres Carrasco, Pima Community College. Brianna Marie Trebo, University of Arizona. Mandy Ing Tran, Pima Community College. Tatiana Dawn Trosin, University of Arizona. Anika Thais Trujillo, University of Arizona. Eric Christopher Urbano, Pima Community College. Sofia Camila Valdez Salgado, University of Arizona Honors College. Marco Valle, University of Arizona. Sofia Vasquez, University of Arizona Honors College. Cadence Rose Velasquez, University of Arizona. Liliana Amalie Velis, Pima Community College. Andrea Sofia Vences, University of Arizona. Alicia Verdugo, University of Arizona. Jaime Raul Villaseñor, Pima Community College. Amy Rose Watson, University of Arizona. Fernando Emiliano Sarasua Mata, New Mexico State University. And now our student council officers. Anthony Tyler Llewellyn, Arizona State University Honors College. Also a Salpointe Scholar, Eli Mark Hanna, University of Notre Dame. Sojung Lee, gap year in Korea. Also a Salpointe Scholar, Michaela Kate Post, University of Arizona Honors College. Also a Salpointe Scholar, Danica Taylor Moore, University of Arizona Honors College. Also a Salpointe Scholar, Naya Layla Mukaberry, Boston University. And now the senior class officers. Sofia Marquez, Arizona State University. Also a Salpointe Scholar, Axel Adrian Martinez, United States Coast Guard Academy. Also a Salpointe Scholar, Gisela Dalia Valencia, University of California, Los Angeles. Maya Olivia Balina, University of Arizona Honors College. Also a Salpointe Scholar, Mireya Yvette Hernandez, University of Arizona Honors College. Also a Salpointe Scholar, Nicolette Padilla, University of Arizona Honors College. And our two senior speakers, a Salpointe Scholar, Presley Daniel Frank, University of Notre Dame. And finally, a Salpointe scholar, Liana Onyu Tang, University of California, Los Angeles.
Thank you to Mr. Perry. That was an extraordinary job. Thank you so much. And now, I would like to introduce Kelly Fleming Pelletier, class of 1988, president of the Salpointe Alumni Council, and she is going to welcome you, our latest alumni, to the Salpointe alumni community. Kelly.
Okay, you ready? You can say, at this time I ask the class of 2026 to stand. Celebrating your new status as Salpointe alumni, take the tassel on your mortarboard and move it to the left side of your cap. To everyone and all here celebrating this special occasion, it is my pleasure to present the Salpointe Catholic class of 2026. Congratulations.